Hello everybody, I am Mike TheZorch, and welcome to the stream. And here. Ready then. So I can see it, see what you guys are saying. Okay, I am Mike TheZorch, and this is Bike with Mike. This is a show where I try to unfluffy. I am a fluffy boy, and I need to unfluffy. And so I just chat with people while riding an exercise bike. Now on YouTube, in the video description, I have a link to the exact model that I use. There's actually a newer model of this. I don't know what the differences are, but there is a newer model of what I use. But I'm linking to the original one that I have here. And it's not an affiliate link, so if you're interested in, getting an exercise bike for yourself, but you don't have the room in your place for a full-size exercise bike, then one that will fit under your desk might actually work out better. Especially, if you sit in like an office or something, or if you have a desk that doesn't have a bar at the bottom of it like mine does. I'd have to get a completely new desk if I wanted to be able to use this the way it's supposed to be used. I would use it more often if I could do that, but I've got to drag it out here into the middle of the room and brace it against the wall in order to use it. Anyway, let's get started. Got a lot of things to talk about today. Feet into the stirrups. Pedals have stirrups on them to keep my feet on them. Okay, and begin. Pedaling. Callie's over here asleep. I don't know if you guys can see her. He's over here asleep. Let me check to make sure I'm in frame. I did set my camera up. Yep, I did. I set it up right. Like part of the chat window's covering Callie. Oh well. Alright, so what's going on? Well, also, in the video description on YouTube is a link to my Discord server. Anyone's free to join. I'm currently in the Bike with Mike room. If you want to chat with me right now, live on stream, head on over. Anyway, she is out like a light. Yep, her eyes are closed. She's sleeping. Anyway, got her furnace fixed. Got the new blower in. It cost about $400 out of the house fund, which is a good thing. Wasn't as expensive as we were fearing it would be. The coil assembly does need to be replaced eventually. It's rusty, it's rusty, it's grody, it's old. That'll cost about $900 to replace it. Now it works for right now, and so we're gonna save up for that. It'll take a couple of months to do that, but we're gonna get that replaced. And then the other portion of the furnace, which is outside with the fan, it's the It is part of the air conditioning system. That is from 2011. So that's relatively... the guy said that didn't need to be replaced. That was from 2011. It was in good shape. He cleaned it out. You know, sprayed it out with the hose. Said it was in good shape. So if we change the coils on the inside to if we upgrade that, we'll have a completely new furnace air conditioner. It'll basically be a new machine. So that'll be a couple of months before we can do that. Doing that delays a few things that we've been needing for a while. One is a new stove. That's not critical right now. The new stove is not absolutely critical. It's something that we would like to have, but our current stove is screwing up. We do need a new one. The front large burner will not come on unless the other large burner is on at the same time. Tramp Raccoon, welcome back on the stream from Mixer. Yeah, so the front burner doesn't come on unless the back burner is on, unless the back front the other large burner in the back on the other side is on. So that's why we need to replace that, but we can't do that until we save up to get the coils replaced on the AC unit. So at least we have our heat back, and it still works currently. And it didn't get cold in here, cold, like we thought it might. It did stay relatively comfortable. There was a chill in the air, so we turned up the heat some to get it out. And it's pretty warm in my room right now. My room's usually warm anyway, because we have a metal roof. The sun is coming out, and it starts beating down on my my roof. Heat comes in from Dave's room, which Dave's room's right next to mine. And he likes his room hot, so heat comes through the wall. The wall's like rice paper. So heat and humidity from his room comes into mine. That's the reason why my room's always so hot. So I've got the fan and everything going up here. I may turn it up another notch later. I've got the USB fan on my desk going. No, I should move that so I can move it so I can put it in a spot where it actually blows on me more than it is now. So we got that taken care of yesterday, so the heat is on. Got a little cold last night. Not too cold. We didn't have to put the water on trickle, out of fear that our our pipes might freeze. That's a thing around here. When it gets really cold at certain times of the year, we have to put the water on trickle so that it keeps flowing, because flowing water won't freeze. But if we don't, the pipes will freeze, they'll burst. There was a place over here that recently happened, and they had a backhoe and everything digging up the pipes and everything to fix it. And our yard was like, it was flooding a whole bunch of areas, including our yard. Our yard was like a swamp for a while because of it. So that's that. Also, my new graphics card came. My Sapphire RX 570 4 gig. That came. I replaced it for the I used to have an MSI card in there, and a R9 270. Significant difference in performance. I went into Fallout 4. I bumped up the settings high, and I bumped up the settings to really high. Smooth as silk. No stuttering, no frame rate drops, and I haven't played it long enough to see, but I think, well, I turned the texture detail down to medium when I was on the other card. I had it on high. It was playable on high, but I turned it down to medium, and the rainbow texture problem stopped. The rainbow texture problem stopped. So I'm thinking that it had something to do with video memory. Not enough. And it was corrupting some video, it was corrupting some texture files. Or they weren't loading correctly, or something. It was shifting some to system memory, which will sometimes do that. And it was corrupting them, because they were showing up weird, and it's a common problem. If you look up Fallout 4 rainbow textures, it's a common problem. And I think it's something to do with video memory. It's something to do with not enough. Where there's not enough video memory, so the system shifts some of it to system RAM. And in them getting shifted back and forth, they sometimes get corrupted. I think that's what caused the problem. And I didn't see any of that. Now, normally sometimes it happens right away, and sometimes it takes a while for it to happen. So I'm going to see if it happens again. Also had a crash. I had set ambient occlusion to SSAO. And Fake Braveheart, welcome to the stream on Mixer, another Mixerite joining the stream. Yeah, but I'm gonna play some today. We're going out today. We're going to Sam's Club today because we need to get the food bill under control. Because we've changed our diet, we're eating healthy, but eating healthy means we're spending more. And so we are going to go to Sam's Club because buying in bulk can be cheaper. There will be some things we can't get there. I doubt very much that we'll be able to get, you know, stuff like the arrowroot flour. Damn, I said that word right. Tapioca flour, almond flour, and stuff like that. But the one thing that's the most expensive is the meat. We get beef, we get chicken, and we might be able to actually get that stuff cheaper in bulk at Sam's Club, so we'll see. We don't buy the soda anymore. We don't have bread, flour, stuff anymore. We rarely use stuff out of a can unless it's like certain items, and then we check the ingredients list on that before we use it. So speed up my pedaling a little bit. Knees feeling better today. I was walking around and it still felt a little wobbly, but it's feeling a little better today. Yeah, I just need to strengthen it up, probably. And doing this, you know, using the exercise bike will strengthen it up. But again, you know, the diet will take the weight off of me. That will get the weight off of it. That'll help it too. Our food bill was like almost $1,000. And that was much higher than what it used to be when we were eating the bad stuff. Now we're eating way more healthy, but it's also expensive. You know, that's what sucks about it. So we've set some stuff up to where we try to stay within a certain budget for food, for like $400 a month. We're going to see how that works. And as I said, we're going to go to Sam's Club today to see what we can do there. Because this stuff's expensive. We're also going to go to Verizon. We're going to get the tablets taken off of the cell phone plan. We're all three on the same plan. We all three put money into it. We have tablets that they gave us that have 4G. We don't use it. I mean, I use my tablet, but I use it on Wi-Fi only, all the time. And Lonely Hunter 360. Hey, you're new. Welcome to the stream. And from Mixer as well, another Mixerite. Yeah, we don't use the 4G on the tablets. And these are crappy tablets. These are Verizon Ellipsis tablets, and I had a Isn't that joke a bit old now? But yeah, the ellipsis. I had a cheapo tablet for a while. I forget what it was called. It was a Dragon something. It was a cheapo Chinese tablet, and this is not much better. I mean, it's a little bit better than that thing. It is not much better. I've been contemplating getting a Amazon tablet, because I have Amazon Prime, so you know, I get one. A lot of my apps that I can use are available on it, and I can side load on the Play Store if I want to. I use it primarily for My Radar. That's a weather app. Because of where we are, we get some pretty fierce storms coming through. We only had like one tornado where they actually set off the sirens in town. We only had one, and it was nowhere near here, but it was raining like cats and dogs, and we had to evacuate the cats and go to the community center here in the park and wait it out. And it was raining hard. It was raining harder than the last time we were in a hurricane, or the edge of a hurricane while in Maryland. That was sheets and sheets of rain. And it was coming down that hard. And that's here in Texas. And with sirens going at night. But we use My Radar. It's very good tool. It shows hurricanes, it shows tornadoes, it shows storms, it shows the center of the storm and which direction it's going. It will show you the direction of the wind, and also the rainfall. Has a lot of options. Some of them are paid options. You pay a one-time thing and you pay a one-time fee and you get those options. So I've got the hurricane option turned on. Hurricane data. It even has a storm chaser video where you can watch the live video feeds from storm chasers' cars as they're chasing down storms. And then they recently added a thing that tracks lightning. Before we were using WeatherBug, where they had Spark, which was their lightning detector. And we had issues with that for a while, because that started having performance problems. So we dumped WeatherBug and started using MyRadar. But we all use it now, instead of WeatherBug. Yep. So, that's the only reason why we use the tablets. Really. I mean, I've used it to look up recipes while in the kitchen. That's basically it. It's slower than my phone, but I can read it better. So, web pages are like slow as hell, especially a lot of the recipe pages, because they got a lot of stuff on it. A lot of stuff on their pages. So it's slow as hell, so it takes a while to scroll through to actually get down to the recipe itself. See why people load their websites with junk. It just slows your stuff down. I even noticed some sites actually slowing this laptop down. And this laptop's pretty good. You know, it's an older machine, but it's still pretty darn fast. That's why I use an ad blocker. I don't have that crap slowing down my browser. Fortunately, you don't have that on the phone. Or at least I haven't seen that option. And it is hot in here. Whew. So, I'm going to be, in the next few weeks, I'm going to be working on a video for Gamers Bay. I'm going to be covering Enderall. Enderall, the Lost Forgotten Stories, which is a full conversion mod for Skyrim. That is a whole new open world map with professional voice acting, quests, whole 9 yards. It's one of the biggest, most ambitious mods made for Skyrim, next to, you know, Skyblivion. Which is another mod that brings Oblivion into Skyrim, and that's not even complete, and this one is. And they continually do on occasion update it. Well, I started that recently, and it's got new mechanics to it and everything, and it's actually pretty good. The voice acting is pretty good too. Not bad. So, I'll be doing an episode of An Old Gamer Plays next of that. I've got some more Atari 2600 stuff to cover. There's a lot of Atari 2600 games to cover for An Old Gamer Plays. On my channel, I've got a few other videos to work on. I am also going to start live streaming again, probably right now. I don't know. I don't have anything major to cover right now. Final Fantasy XIV doesn't get its expansion until months from now, until July. They don't get the expansion until then. Elder Scrolls Online doesn't get its expansion until around the same time. I can get New Dawn because I just got a graphics card. Bobby Games 3, welcome to the stream. And another Mixerite from Mixer. So I'm not too much into... I played Apex Legends a couple of times, and I did a video for Gamers Bay on the game. And it's not something I would play on a regular basis. I might stream some of Battlefront 2. Okay, you're normally on Twitch, but you can't access Twitch at the moment. That's understandable. Oh, I'm on all 3 platforms right now. I'm using Restream.io, which is streaming to all 3. And Bobby Games 3, thank you for the follow. I'm gaining more followers on Mixer than I ever did streaming on YouTube or Twitch. Way more on Mixer. DM21 Gaming went from streaming on YouTube to streaming on, I think it was streaming on YouTube just exclusively. Then he started streaming exclusively on Mixer, and he says he's done a whole lot better since then. And I've been getting way more followers on Mixer than I ever did on YouTube or Twitch. And I stream to all 3 with Restream. So go figure, you know. But yeah, I'm considering doing more streaming. Now that I got this better video card, I'm going to find out how well some of my other games play. Fallout 4 ran really well. I was able to run it really well. I was able to play it before, but now I'm on high settings with a very steady frame rate, and I'm going to see if the rainbow texture problem comes back. If it doesn't, then that tells me I just didn't have enough video memory. One game I like playing, though I suck at it, is Battlefront 2. So I may stream some of that. Not today, because we're going out today, because we have to take care of some stuff. But I may start streaming that. Also, I might bring back Warframe Wednesdays. I was doing that in the other room, but this whole thing with the furnace and everything and some other stuff that's going on has delayed getting the lights, the replacement lights. Now, that has delayed us getting the new lights. And oh, you do? You love Warframe? It's a good game. It is a good game. It is definitely deserving of the praise that people give it. It is definitely deserving of the praise. You know, it's not pay to win. The developers listen to their community. Okay. I forget what I've had. It's been a while since I've played. I've got 2 Warframes right now. One I got from, I think one of them I got from having Twitch Prime. And the other one was the starter that I still currently have. Oh, you have all. Oh, you've been playing Warframe. Yes. There's... The Loki is your prime. It's Loki Prime. Okay, Moist Cream in Pants is now following. Thank you. And I Like Moist Cream is now... Thank you for the follow. Yeah, I do like it. I do like the game, and I like also that they're adding those large open world fields to the game now. I played a little bit I streamed a little bit in the one on Earth, and I believe they've added one on Mars, I think. No. I haven't played it that long yet. I haven't gotten to it that long yet, because I got so many games to go through and everything. And I haven't been playing it on a more regular basis. Oh, it is a fun game. It gets compared to Destiny a lot. A lot of people call it the better Destiny. And now Anthem is out, and Anthem is like getting just slammed for its problems. I was in the beta for Anthem, by the way. I was in the closed beta. It was okay. I liked it. I really liked the flying. Makes you feel like Iron Man. I haven't gotten my... To let you know how early I am in playing Warframe, I haven't gotten my Archwing yet. I haven't gotten that yet, so that's how early I am in playing it. Oh, you hate the Archwings? Yeah, I haven't gotten my first one yet. There are some missions I can't play because I don't have it yet. Now I've been going through the missions to get it, through the main scenario missions to get it. But I should play it a little more often and stream what I'm playing. Now, probably do that from in here. I was doing it in there on the streaming PC, the Threadripper, in there, but we're not getting the new lights for several months because of what happened with the furnace and some other stuff that's going on that's taking up a lot of cache. So I don't know. I'll still use the green screen from time to time. We still have those crappy monitors in there that are hard for me to see. So, I don't know. I mean, I like using the machine, but it's difficult to use because we got those hand-me-down monitors that, the monitors were ones that we had for doing laptop support. They were just cheapies that we bought, and they've got a harsh backlight on them. They're 1080p, so they're really, and they're small, smaller than this screen, and not enough screen real estate. I have to really squint to see what I'm doing in some stuff. So what I've done, what I've started doing, is I'll get on my machine over here and I will run mRemote NG and I will remote desktop, RDP remote desktop into the machine in there, and video edit that way. And it works as well as if I was actually sitting in front of the machine. It's that smooth, and it has audio, full audio. Now I can't play games, and it struggles with full screen video, playing full screen video, but editing works perfectly. So I do a lot of my video editing that way I don't have to squint at those tiny screens. Eventually we're going to replace those. Right now we just don't have the money for that. Eventually we're going to replace them. Get better screens in there. And we're going to get better lighting. That's the way my vision, my condition I was born with, I've got light sensitivity, strong light sensitivity. Tygra's is worse. His light sensitivity is even worse than mine. So the light hurts my eyes. It also makes it hard for me to actually see the screen with the lights on, because I have to have the lights on to light my face for the camera. The lights in the back aren't so much of a problem, though they're lighting the green screen behind me. The ones on my face are a big problem because sometimes I can't see the screen because there's so much glare from the lights in front. That's why we need the LED lights, because we can actually control the brightness. We can dim them. You know, we can control the color temperature. We can dim the lights down to where I'm just bright enough to light my face for the camera, but not blind me so I can't actually see what the hell's going on. I messed up a lot in games in there, streaming, doing videos, because I couldn't see the damn screen. Because the light was just so bright in my face. And it is hot. Now, right now, here, I've got 2 LED strips on the wall. There's one I've got it set to yellow light, and the other one I've got it set to light. So it sort of creates it sort of does what those light panels will do that we're going to get, where it has yellow light and white light, and it sort of enhances the colors. And so they're just a couple of LED strips up on the wall, and you control them with these remotes. How long have I been on? 39. That's a good long session. Go a little longer. My knee's not hurting. I don't want to put too much stress on my knee because I'm going to be walking a lot today. So I'm going to try not to put too much on it. Luckily, I've lost enough weight to where I can actually walk without my knee killing me or my back killing me. Now, I can actually walk through the store without actually having to sit down every 5 minutes, which is a good thing. And this cat is still very much asleep. Alright, I think that's enough of the bike. My feet are falling asleep on here. Oh. So this is the part where I start using my weights. Also, I do have these guys. They're exercise grips, and they are adjustable. So they are adjustable from between 30 and 145 pounds. You can use them like that, or you can use them like this. They're more comfortable like this. And so, while I'm not going to sit here and watch me squeeze these things this entire time, what I do is, throughout the day, I will occasionally pick these up, and if I'm watching a video, like if I'm watching like iPod, or if I'm watching Linus Tech Tips, or Jay's 2 Cents or something like that, I'll pick one of these up and I'll just sit there and squeeze them. I've got 2 of them. They were like $9 for a 2-pack. So those will put some strength in my hands. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ow. Pinching nerve in my left arm. One other thing we're going to do is, one thing we have planned we're going to do after we get everything else taken care of, which is taking all our money. When we get the lights, we're going to get 4 sets of lights. So we will replace all the lights for our 2 green screen sets. Then we will also get a new capture card, because the one I have in there, it's a USB 3 capture. What it basically is it takes any HDMI source and it turns it into a UVC device, USB video. It's UV video. I forget the other. It's an acronym, but it basically turns it into a webcam. What it basically does. And one we have in there, it's been locking up. I have to deactivate it, reactivate it in OBS a lot lately. I don't know if it's because we have so much hanging off of USB 3. We've got 3 Mediasonic drive bays loaded with hard drives sitting on USB 3. I don't know if that's what's causing it. We do have a lot of USB 3 devices on there, but don't know if that's what's causing it. I don't know if that's what's causing it. We would be using a eSATA eSATA card for those bays. We have one that supports 8 drives per bay, but we can't fit it in our machine because our cards, our video cards in that machine are like double wide and they're covering the slots. We've thought about using a slot extender, using a PCI Express extender and moving one of the cards, but there's no other place to mount it, and there's no room to put the SATA card on a extender. We would have to get a completely different case that has a side mount spot for the card if we wanted to do that. Or one other plan we had, and that's for much later on, is liquid cool the cards. Basically buy a DIY liquid cooling thing from Alpha Cool and get water blocks for GTX 1080s, replace the coolers that are on there, put on water blocks, and then that way we can plug in the SATA card and not have to use USB 3. Right now what we're doing with those drive bays is we have them connected via USB 3 to SATA adapters, and then we have the drive bays plugged into those. And SATA adapters are meant for these drive, the Mediasonic bays. Got 2 that hold 8 and 1 that holds 4. So we got a lot of hard drives in there, and so I don't know if having all that hanging off the USB 3 bus is what's causing our capture card to hang up from time to time. And I've had it for a while, and it does get really hot. We're thinking there might be something wrong with it, so we're going to replace it with a similar device from Elgato. When we are able to get the lights, we're going to get the capture device from Elgato. We're going to get the lights that Tecmon had reviewed. We're going to replace all the CFL lights that we use in there for the green screen, everything for those LED lights, because they're much smaller, they take up less space in there. And we're going to get the Elgato green screen, the portable green screen, so that when we do the Zorch Central show, when me and Tygra do the show, we don't have to set up and tear down the other green screen all the time. And we don't have to have it permanently up on a wall that we want to use for some other stuff. So we're going to do all that, but it's going to be months away. That means the Zorch Central show is going to be offline for a while. I wanted to bring it back, but it's best that we wait until we actually have the gear to be able to do it right. Doesn't mean that I still can't stream from in there. Doesn't mean I still can't do, you know, my other videos like random thoughts and on other stuff that uses the green screen. Doesn't mean I can't do that still. And I do still use that machine in there. I just remote in to do editing, and that works great. And welcome back, Bobby Games 3. 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. My arms are tired. I'll do some more. I am sweating. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. I think that's enough for today. Ow. Well, the reason why I'm like this, the reason why I am fluffy, and this is the segment I get into at the end of the stream, is I let myself go. And the reason for that is I suffer from depression, and there's a lot of people that do, and I didn't even know I had it until I watched Jerry Berg, aka Barnacles, talk about his, and I realized, hey, everything that he's going through, I went through, and it's caused a lot of chaos in my life. It's caused a lot of problems for me, but I have great friends here who have been helping me through things. They didn't even know what was happening either, but they knew something was wrong, and they've been helping me, and it's been working. I'm a lot better now than I used to be years ago. Now, last year it came back with a vengeance, and you know, I'm getting help with it from my friends. I'm on a better diet, so I feel better, losing weight, doing these exercises, which also helps you mentally. And the one thing I say at the end of each stream is, if you are suffering from depression or anxieties or things like that, it helps to talk to people, helps to have a sympathetic ear to talk to. The worst thing you can do is, one, bottle it in and not talk to anybody and keep it all to yourself, and two, don't let them put you on the drugs, because the medicines for it is worse than the actual condition. And if you look at the side effects for a lot of that stuff, it's like you might as well just keep the depression, because I've been to dark places. I've been to, you know, wanting to, you know, I've been there. I have been there, and you know, I've had people help me through it, and the drugs would have made it worse. So don't let them put you on it. Again, talk to people. If you're in school, go to your school counselor. Talk to them. Talk to your parents. If your parents won't listen, find somebody. You know, a pastor. If you go to church, a pastor, or again, a teacher, or school counselor, or if you're in college, there are usually counselors there also for college students. A lot of universities do have counselors for college students and stuff, or maybe there's a group there. There's a student group that's dedicated to helping other students that have issues. You can talk to them. There's myriad of ways, or you can do stuff like what I'm doing. Better diet, exercise, doing these streams, which helps, and also having good positive friends. If you've got a lot of negative people around you, then maybe it's time to find some new, better friends, you know. But I've got some great friends. I've got some great friends that have been helping me through a lot of this stuff, and you know, I can't change the past. I can't change the stuff that I've done. The stuff that I went through, I can't change any of that. Dwelling on it and just hating myself over it won't help. Becoming better, becoming a better person, that's what I'm focused on. So, again, if you're having these issues, getting help, getting people that you can talk to, seriously helps. It seriously does help. I've been Mike TheZorch. I do videos for this channel and Gamers Bay. We also have a community. We were on Google+. We are moved to MeWe, so I have the link in the video description to our community there. Also, we have a merch store on eBay. We have the Gamers Bay channel is primarily for retro games. We do modern stuff, but on our store you can find original Xbox, PlayStation 2. We also have some movies up there now also, and a few other things on the store on our eBay store. So any purchases you make will go towards helping both Gamers Bay and Zorch Central, since we don't get any revenue from YouTube. I mean, even if we were on the partner program, we'd get pennies. We were on the partner program before. Last year, YouTube changed the rules and it took us off of it. Gamers Bay is very close to getting back on the partners program. We have a Patreon page for Gamers Bay, but with all the stuff going on with Patreon right now, we're going to back off from that. We're going to take down the Patreon page because really there's no one there, and most people are abandoning them anyway because of the stuff that's happening with them. So we'll be looking at other ways to try and fund the channel. Toxic Thirst, welcome to the channel. You're joining right near the end. Because I'll be making lunch soon for everybody here, so I'm gonna have to get off here very soon. But I'm the only guy in the house that can cook. You know, I'm the only guy that can actually boil water without burning it. No, they're not that bad, but no. Tygra is the Hulk in a china shop in the kitchen. Dave, not so much. Dave can actually, but the only one thing he can make really well is meatloaf. Anyway, so I need to get off here and start thinking about what I'm gonna make everybody for lunch, and then we're going shopping later. May or may not do a video of that. I don't know. Our phones have been acting wonky. That's the reason why we're going to Verizon store later. So, I've been Mike TheZorch. Again, check out the Gamers Bay community. It's in the link in the video description on YouTube. Check out our merch store on eBay. Again, the link is in the video description. And I'll see you guys tomorrow.